My mic is all the way over there. I don't even know if I can use any of that footage. It's like across the map. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Money Crow, the channel all about making your money grow. Today I'll be revealing my real life, real money $100,000 portfolio that I just started on Webull. The stock market just had a nice dip on Monday, so I went on a crazy put selling spree. If you're a Patreon supporter, you already know this because you got absolutely bombarded with Patreon notifications, all containing a ton of useful information about my trades. I made 8 trades on Monday, and today I'll be going over what stocks I sold puts on and why. But before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my amazing Patreon supporters, Prismatic, Erica, and Andrew Paz. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you guys want to be notified immediately after I make a trade, consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll have all that information listed on there, linked down below. In my description, I also have 3 different referral links that you can click for free stocks and free cash. Webull is currently giving away a free stock valued up to $1,600 when you sign up. M1 Finance is giving away $20 in cash, and Robinhood is giving away a free stock like Apple or Facebook or many others. Links down in the description. So let's jump right into my portfolio. I started this account with a clean 100K, and you can see now I have a cash balance of $100,614.85. That excess amount is all premium I collected on Monday by selling puts on 8 different companies. And keep in mind, these are all my current favorite companies, especially to sell puts on, because I love them at their current prices, but if I can get them even cheaper, that's just an added bonus. So this is the front page of my Webull account where you can see all my open positions. I'm recording this on Tuesday, September 22nd, so we can see I can buy back all the puts I sold yesterday already at a decent profit, but I'm not going to do that. I like buying back my puts when I can lock in at least 50% of my premium as profit, and sometimes I just let them ride until the expiration date because I'd be happy with either outcome. Either 1, I get to keep 100% of the premium, or 2, I get to buy cheap shares of stocks that I really want to own. If you guys enjoy this type of content, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to my channel. So let's check out my first ever trade on the wheel portfolio, which on Patreon is titled Update Number 3. I'll show you guys all those pictures here so you can follow along. The first trade I made this Monday was JPM. Now, Chase is a behemoth when it comes to the banking world. I think they're so undervalued, even with interest rates as low as they are. I chose a strike price of $80 and an expiration date of October 16th. They report earnings on October 13th, so I was able to lock in some nice premium with fewer days to expiration. My total collateral was $8,000. Shares were trading at $93.98 when this trade was executed, which gave me a 14.87% downside buffer, which is more than enough for a great entry point. I received $51 in premium, which translates to a 9.3% annualized return. Overall, I was really happy with this trade. If you guys want a refresher on how I calculate annualized return, please watch my previous videos which explain the wheel portfolio strategy in very simple terms. Update number 4, trade number 2. I have a lot of conviction in Facebook's future earnings, and I love the stock at $195. I think a strike price of $195 is an extremely good entry point. If I do get assigned, I'd be very happy. My total collateral was $19,500, which is probably the most I ever want to use as collateral for a single company at a time. And I wanted at least a 20% buffer with the recent run-up in tech, and since shares were trading at $245.50 during execution, I was able to give myself a 20.57% downside buffer with that strike price. I received $215 in premium, which translates to a 10.31% annualized return. Very happy with that trade as well. Update number 5, trade number 3, Wells Fargo at $20. To me is just way too good to pass up. I think that's such an undervalued price, and I'd love to get assigned. I sold 2 puts this time, and since they report earnings on October 14th, I chose the nearby October 16th expiration. My total collateral for the trade was $4,000. Shares were trading at $23.88 during execution, which meant I had a huge downside buffer of 16.25%. I received $17 in premium per contract times 2 contracts, so $34 in total premium. That's a really nice 12.41% annualized return on my collateral. Another great trade if you ask me. I'm gonna get it first try this time. What'd I tell you? Alright, update number 6, trade number 3. Although I'm using Webull because of their $0 options per contract fees, I believe Charles Schwab is the best brokerage in the game. I'm using them for all my other accounts, and in 5 years' time, I'm really convinced that they'll be one of the most profitable players in the space. They've been rolling out a ton of great features recently, like $0 commission-free trades, stock slices, and they recently acquired TD Ameritrade, which I think was a solid move. I would love to own this stock at $30. I sold 2 $30 strike puts with an October 16th expiration because they report earnings October 15th. My total collateral was $6,000. Shares were trading at $34.57 during execution, so my downside buffer is a decent 13.22%. Premium received was $24 times 2 contracts, so $48 total. That's an 11.68% annualized return. Very happy with that as well. Update number 7, which is trade number 4. I believe O, otherwise known as Realty Income, is pretty undervalued right now. Their portfolio contains some of the best or the best when it comes to commercial real estate, and I love that they pay monthly dividends. I chose a strike price of $55 with an expiration date of October 16th. My total collateral is $5,500. The share price at execution was $60.10, which only gives me a downside buffer of 8.48%, but I'm still happy about it because I'd love to own the stock at $55. Premium received was $50, which translates to 13.27% annualized return. Update number 8, trade number 5 is one of my all-time favorite stocks, Disney. I picked a strike price of $110 with an expiration date of October 30th. My total collateral for the trade was $11,000. Shares were trading at $124.30 during execution, so my downside buffer was 11.51%. I received $119 in premium, which translates to 10.12% annualized return. I truly believe Disney is going to come back in a major way after all this passes. Update number 9. AT&T is a stock I would not at all mind owning at $25. That's such a low price for such a high quality, high dividend paying company. I chose to sell 2 puts with a strike of $25 and an expiration of October 23rd because they report earnings on October 22nd. My total collateral was $5,000. Shares were trading at $28.30 during execution, so that gave me an 11.66% downside buffer. Premium received was $14 times 2 contracts, which is $28 total. My annualized return for this trade was a bit low at 6.39%, but with the risk to reward, I'm completely fine with that. Update number 10, which is trade number 8. FRT is another real estate investment trust like O from before. They own top quality real estate in some of the most expensive and prestigious areas, so their tenants are top notch. I picked a $65 strike price with an expiration of October 16th. My total collateral was $6,500. Shares were trading at $73.40 during execution, which gave me an 11.44% downside buffer. Premium received was $70, which translates to 15.72% annualized return. Really, really good. So those were all 8 trades I made this past Monday. If you add up all the collateral required for all those trades, it comes out to $65,500. And with $100,614 cash in the account, that leaves me with $35,114 that I can still use to sell more puts. I'll be doing this if I see another nice dip or if I come across another good opportunity. Ideally, I'd like to always have 100% of my available balance as collateral, making me money with premiums. If you guys have any suggestions on stocks that I should sell puts on with my remaining cash balance, please comment down below and explain a little bit about why you like those stocks for me to sell puts on. And I'm sure some of you stumbled on this video knowing nothing about the wheel option selling strategy, so please feel free to watch my previous 2 videos. I go over everything you need to know in very simple terms. And if you know nothing about calls and puts, my very first video on the channel is all about explaining calls and puts in very simple terms. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first portfolio reveal with a bunch of great trades. I plan to do one of these every Friday. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please comment down below. I'll be reading every single one. And remember, follow all of my trades on Patreon and get your free stocks all in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching until the very end. I hope you'll be back for future videos, and as always, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.